On the 21st of November, Pam Roy, my dear friend, picked me up at the Luxor and drove us to Boulder City. Many people know Boulder City as the gateway to the Hoover Dam, but there's much more small-town charm to be found in this charming small town. From antique stores to touring a century-old mine, the city is filled with unique activities. Pam lives in Vegas now, driving a bus. And we went to a cool antique store and also had lunch at the Dillinger, which serves gourmet burgers and craft beer. And before we arrived at our destination, we stopped to look at a motorhome that Pam is putting on her wish list.
You can see panoramic views of the blue waters of Lake Mead set against a background of colorful, rugged mountains. The Mike O'Callahan Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge is an arch bridge in the United States that spans the Colorado River between the states of Arizona and Nevada.
The Hoover Dam is as tall as a 60-story building. It was the highest dam in the world when it was completed in 1935. Its base is as thick as 2 football fields are long. Each spillway, designed to let floodwaters pass without harming the dam itself, can handle the volume of water that flows over Niagara Falls. The water level at Hoover Dam is low due to a number of factors, including drought. A prolonged drought has been ongoing for decades. Climate change. Climate change is making the drought worse. The overuse of water. The Colorado River's water is being used faster than it can be replenished. Population growth. Population growth has increased the demand for water. Drought reveals long-lost remains at Lake Mead. In May of 2022, Lake Mead reached its lowest water level since it was first filled in the 1930s.
The Hoover Dam is easily the most famous dam in the United States. It's been a popular tourist destination for visitors to Las Vegas for decades and has been featured in many pop culture movies like National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. I had never visited before my trip in late 2021, and I have to say it's a pretty incredible feat of engineering to see and a great half-day adventure from Las Vegas. Here's all the information if you want to check it out. The Hoover Dam is about a 45-minute drive from Las Vegas, and you can make a full day out of it with a visit to Lake Mead as well. Once you make it to the Hoover Dam area, there are many different jumping off points for your visit. Some are free and some cost, and I'll cover all of them in this video. I'd recommend that you drive across the dam first to get a feel for how massive it is and to see it from the road before exploring. After you drive across it, there are a few different pullouts where you can get some great views of the dam from the north side and of Lake Mead. Unfortunately, the water level was really low when I went in 2021, which is why it looks like this in these clips. After exploring a few of the viewpoints, you can head back across the dam and towards the large parking area near the visitor center. It costs to park here, so you have to pay your fee before proceeding. At the base of the parking structure, there's a store you can explore and a cafe for food. There's not really any other food around here, so this is a good option if you're hungry. I began by heading down to the lower level, and I bought a ticket to explore the visitor center area of the dam, since they were not giving tours when I went. The ticket included a movie that told you about the dam's history, and then you could proceed up to the museum area with many exhibits on the dam and its construction. It was interactive and had some really interesting exhibits, but overall it was pretty small. Once you're done with the museum portion, you can take the elevator up to the top deck, which was open air and had one of the best views of the dam. From here you could truly understand the size of the undertaking, and I walked around here for a little while just soaking it all in. This was definitely one of the best parts in the paid section of the dam. After finishing my time at the overlook, I proceeded down the walkway which takes you across the top of the dam. If you're afraid of heights, you probably don't want to get too close to the edge here, as it is a really big drop. You could walk this on both sides, and there are many areas where you could stand and enjoy the view while looking down. This area is the state line for both Arizona and Nevada, so there were clocks on each side noting the state. This walkway is definitely a place you're going to want to spend some time while you're exploring the dam, as it's free to walk across and it's pretty crazy to see the views from here. When you get back to the side you started on, be sure to go to the spillway house if you paid to go to the visitor center, as there's another small exhibit you can see. This one was built in the 1930s, and it's like a large diorama that has many features of the river and why the dam was necessary. It was fascinating to see something like this over the digital tech that you're used to seeing while visiting a museum. I'm really glad that they kept this here, as it's a cool piece of history to preserve. When you're done exploring this portion, there's one major area you need to see before completing your time at Hoover Dam, and that's the Mike O'Callahan Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. Heading out towards the freeway, you'll see a parking area on the left that is a trailhead for this short hike. The hike leaves from the parking area and heads up a set of cement, wheelchair-accessible switchbacks, or you can opt for the stairs that take you directly up. Along the way, there are signs to tell you about the construction of the bridge and its history. When you get to the top, you'll walk towards the road and see the massive arch bridge in front of you. There's a pedestrian walkway for this bridge, and it allows you to walk along the north side of the bridge and have amazing views of the dam hundreds of feet below you. This is not a place for those that are afraid of heights, but I found it to be pretty amazing. You can walk across the entire bridge if you'd like, or just walk as far as you want and then head back. I walked about halfway out till I got a direct view of the Hoover Dam. Again, it's crazy to be able to get views like this without a helicopter or a drone. After taking it all in, you can head back the way you came to your car, ending your time at the Hoover Dam. I really enjoyed my visit here, and I recommend you check it out if you get a chance. Let me know if I left something off in the comments, and I hope to go back one day for a tour of the dam as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.